点滴のようですが、これは何のトリートメントでしょうか？
これは体のデトックスと、そしてリジュビネーション、いろいろな種類のビタミンなどが入ったものらしいです。若返り効果もあるかしらなんて。
目の前がオーシャンビューで、椅子をテラスに出しての点滴もとっても贅沢。なんかちょっとリゾートセレブな感じもしますね。
そうですね。
波の音が BGM なんですね。
I arrived here on Sunday and it's now Thursday, and so far I've had a good experience. Today I had the seaweed wrap, which was absolutely phenomenal. I would recommend it to anyone. The first few days I did all the diagnostic tests, so now I just wait to see the doctor to see what kind of plan that they have for me.
お食事はどんな感じでしたか？
はじめはヘルシーすぎてお味もないし、美味しくなかったらなんて思っていたんですが、やはり素材自体が美味しいので、本当に味付けが薄くてもすごく美味しくいただけました。人間、濃いお味を食べているとエスカレートしてしまい、薄味ではなんだか物足りなくなってしまうものなんですね。ここでリセットされたような感じです。
炭水化物抜きでもお腹は空かなかったんですか？
糖分、炭水化物抜きの1週間でしたが、物足りなさを感じることもなく、結構満腹感はありました。食事の合間にはスムージーやフレッシュジュースやハーブティーなどがいただけて、バラエティーもありました。木曜のリキッドデーはお昼まではちょっと辛かったですが。
リキッドデーとは固形物を食べない日なんですか？
そうなんですよ。体をリセットするという意味でもスケジュールの中にそういう日が組み込まれてました。
そうなんですね。
実はプログラムを受けたわけではないのに、一緒のお食事をしていただけで、クルーメンバーのカメラさんはなんと4キロも痩せたそうなの。やはりダイエットをしたいなら、まずはお食事がとっても大事ということなのね。
What brought me here was just to get myself on a healthy path, make sure that I am going into my 30s, just knowing that I'm doing the right things, talking to the right people, making sure I'm on the right path for health. Absolutely. I'm coming back in a few years. I'll be back for sure.
Look for natural whole foods.
これは夕食の後のセミナーのようですね。毎晩セミナーが行われていたんですか？
ほとんど毎晩いろんなセミナーが開催されてました。
Almonds, nuts, yeah, whole foods. What about a Pop-Tart? I know you guys. You guys are pretty smart. You know Pop-Tarts aren't a whole food. We also encourage you to practice moderation, so quantity is important. Variety is extremely important. And we're going to go over each one of these points. Something you may not be familiar with is ancestral heritage, and we like to factor that into what is the optimal diet for you. And then, again, just common sense. Listen to your body. If you eat something and you don't feel good, don't eat it. That's a big clue. So the first one, quality, eat whole foods. What about healthy choice soup? It says on the label that it's healthy. Look at the ingredients on the healthy choice foods. There are so many, I'm actually surprised they fit that on the label. So that's healthy choice minestrone soup. And that's probably a 1 on our quality scale. And Amy's soup is an organic. You actually understand the ingredients, right? It's pretty easy to understand. Do you think Amy's is a 10? It's a trick question. What would be a 10 minestrone soup? Exactly. Good. You got it. You make it yourself. That's the healthiest soup. So if you're eating healthy
このプログラ
choice,
ム
you
は
might wanna
健康検査をし、ただセッションやトリートメントを受けるだけというものではなく、参加者個人個人が健康への認識を高め、知識をつける、教育、エデュケーションにも力を入れている内容になってます。
How about quantity?
栄養のこと、デトックスのこと、環境汚染、体に悪影響を及ぼすものなどなど、たくさんのことを学びました。フィジカル面、精神面、いろいろな方面の専門の方々によるセミナーが開催されています。
What they recommend is no more than 20 grams of fructose per day. So you got to choose what kind of fruit you're going to eat. If you eat a high fructose fruit, then you can't have something else. And things like, say, pineapple is very high in fructose. Bananas are kind of up in that. Limes are great, they're 0. But it's hard to eat a lime. That is some of the things that I got, and I feel good for what I'm doing and trying to eat what they're programming here. They have cookbooks that direct you on what you need to eat, and there is always support. I guess if you're having trouble with anything, you can phone and get some support. It's good that way. My companion is being treated for lung cancer, and we have a high expectation from this place, but there's a pretty good success ratio too, which we kind of like. And as far as that goes, there's a whole bunch of other facilities here that you can take advantage of. There's a chiropractor, there's a dentist, there's massage therapists, and facial people, and pedicures and manicures, and all these things make you feel good, which is a wonderful thing. And then you make your rounds here with the juices and the various herbs and spices, or whatever you want to call them, but that's basically the cleansing part of it. Like, they try and cleanse you and get all that toxin out of your system and replenish it with good food and bring you back up to health. She's here for an 8-week program, so I came down with her for the first week, and then I went back to my home and come back for this week, and her daughters and so on are coming down, kind of fill in the gaps so that she's not alone totally by herself. I think the worst she has is about 4 days by herself, so which isn't too bad. And we're finding out today that with her 8-week program, there is she couldn't take chemo for 2 weeks because her blood was low. So those 2 weeks are going to get tacked on to the end, but we don't necessarily have to stay here. We can come in and take the treatment and then move outside the compound and, try and enjoy a little bit of the outdoor sort of life. But I mean, it's pretty nice in here. It's a milder version, but they have other treatments besides just chemo. They have, I call it the heat lamp, but it's not a heat lamp. It's an apparatus that they put right over the main tumor and generate a lot of heat in that area. Cancer does not like heat. So it's one of the other therapies besides the chemo to try and, shrink the tumor, kill the cancer cells. But they also are rebuilding your body so that you can get healthy cells to fight the cancer. So that's basically, because she couldn't take chemo, she's also getting this, what I call the heat lamp. That's not the proper term for it, but that's sort of the effect. And plus the intravenous, which is rich in iron to get her blood back up. She did have a transfusion. Her blood is back up to 13, the count of 13. Anything 9 and below, they do not treat with chemo. So she's well above the line, and hopefully it stays up there and we can continue with the chemo. We have a good attitude towards it. There is meditation and this type of thing to set your mind and to try and overcome the problem of the disease. They do believe in spiritual help, which is a good thing, and there's wonderful support here from all the people that are here. There's nobody sort of by themselves or whatever. Everybody talks, discusses their problems. You know, it's all out in the open. So I think it's a pretty good place. And I mean, they're never going to let you get really bad because you go up to the special treatment area there, and I mean, it's a full-fledged hospital basically. So you're under good care here.
はい、そしてもういよいよこの時間になってしまったので、そろそろ今日もシャワーに入って、早めに寝たいと思います。明日も早くから、また一日が始まります。それでは皆様おやすみなさい。